Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Levi.
It's the family affair right next to you guys. Winston is hanging out with you guys.
He is. He is on the couch with you.
or the computer chair or
the recliner.
Wherever you're at. He's right there. He's a lapdog right with you.
He is. Now he's gonna lay down. Hi, Levi.
So we're all set up to do a little thing today that Katie's been wanting to do for a while.
I've been wanting to do it for so long that I'm a little nervous the eggs have gone bad.
All going to be part of the experiment.
So
the
egg-periment.
Egg-periment, no.
No?
Egg-periment. Experience.
Experience, okay. Yeah.
Right. So, let's talk about the day, and then we can do the experiment.
All right.
How was your day, honey?
It was pretty good. It was eventful. Like, I was able to accomplish things, which I always enjoy when I have a day that I actually can complete something that I intended to complete and make decisions.
Yeah, how that goes.
I like.
Oh, it was a good day. I got done what I wanted to get done.
When somebody's like, "Hey, how soon do you want to meet?" I'm like, tomorrow at the latest. I need a go, no go decision. So the joys of a project manager sometimes with trying to keep people on deadlines and tasks. But it was a pretty good day. We were able to finalize venues and get some planning, and I'll book my travel. And I will be off to Texas. Whoop, whoop.
Yikes.
In the summer. Yay!
Oh, man. Yeah, it's hot in Texas.
It is hot, yeah.
Very hot in Texas.
Yep.
Tomorrow is going to be like 90 some degrees here.
Yeah, it might break a record is what the news has been saying. So we'll see how it's going to.
That'll be cool compared to Texas.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I woke up late today.
I got up before you did.
You did get up.
Which is shocking.
Very, very unusual. Yeah. I could not. Yeah, I was so tired. I was so tired this morning. Yesterday I was going to say, remember my and I'll leave my for today's video.
Yep.
My was going to be that my get up and go got up and came back.
Yeah.
But then this morning it was like, I was dragging. I think it was more just like a normal drag type. Like I'm just tired. I maybe stayed up too late or something, or didn't sleep well. It wasn't quite the same as the just no energy all day long, because the energy did eventually come back. But I woke up late, which meant I got to, the dog. He loves you so much. I'm not even. Okay.
I gave him a kiss.
Yeah, I know. So, which means that chores were done later than usual. I actually did not get done with chores until noon.
Oh, wow.
I know. It was that late.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. But
that makes it very warm for the chores.
It made me realize how much I love getting up early before the heat kicks in.
Yep.
And when things are quiet and it's just, there's no real hurry.
I remember at Mr. Wayne's you used to like that, like when you were planting the elderberries and you just were like, oh, I'm going to get up before everyone else, before, the heat of the day, and you just really enjoyed that. So
yeah, at Mr. Wayne's he was a little bit closer to some of the neighbors, and so during I don't know, whatever time, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, things started, getting a little bit louder. Not loud, but, louder. Here, things are still pretty quiet most of the day.
Most of the day, yeah.
Occasionally we'll hear, like, the neighbors mowing, or the FedEx truck going up the neighbors, driveway.
Yeah.
The dogs barking and stuff. But it's pretty quiet here, so...
Yes, sir.
So, I don't need to get up early to avoid the quiet. I'm just gonna continue on like he's not even here. But I do like not having the heat. The only drawback to getting up early is that there's dew on the ground, and so I have to wear my boots.
Which then you get hot.
Which then I get hot. Or I just go in my shoes, and then the shoes are wet, but they dry off like 2 hours later. So anyway, it's a small drawback. So
sacrifices.
So outside of late wake, late chores, I also spent a good time making sure that all the animals were shaded, that had access to shade, had cold water. So you found a tip about cold water for animals.
Yeah, oh my gosh, you're driving me bonkers, sir. Yeah, so being able to just take some, we were getting like Powerades or Gatorades or things, milk jugs, just things that we use, and we didn't want to just throw them away or recycle them. So what I've been doing is filling them with water, throwing them in the deep freeze, and then on these really hot days, what we're doing is putting them into the buckets of water that we have for all the animals. So that's been working.
Yeah. No, they stay really cold. As long as they stay in the shade.
His paw's still up.
Oh, is it?
All right. I'm sorry, did you do your OOO? That's how much I'm really like space cadet now.
Folks.
What was the OOO?
Seriously, she doesn't even listen to me.
I don't. I had a dog I was trying to concentrate on.
Hear me because
the panting. I was trying to keep him quiet.
Oh. We came back except for this morning.
Oh, that was the OOO?
Yeah, I was going to talk about how I've been feeling better.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. It's magic. So it's really weird that the energy and me feeling better is almost like a night and day difference. Like it just came back one day and it's been back.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so weird because it was gone for a long time.
Yeah, it was.
And then all of a sudden I'm like, whoa, my energy's back.
Maybe my positivity finally rubbed off on you.
Maybe it was just I just needed to go to the doctor and have a bunch of tests done on me to come back 100% normal and like, oh, I'm fine. And it was just a mental thing.
Yeah, could have been.
Maybe it was
fatigue. I don't know. I mean, it could be so many things.
Maybe it was the fact we had a week off and we got a bunch of stuff done and I feel better. I mean, like who knows?
Yep.
So, we didn't even tell them about last night.
After we filmed?
After we filmed Kick.
Yep, after we filmed Kick, and we were like, we're so proud of ourselves. We fixed the pig problem.
Nope.
We didn't.
Nope, we didn't. It was almost immediately after we were done filming, we got a phone call.
Yep.
My phone was ringing, and Katie looked at it. She doesn't usually do that, and she sees it as a neighbor. Uh-oh.
Which she doesn't call unless there's an issue.
Yep, so, Katie.
Pig's out.
Again. Oh no. This time it was Meanie.
It was Meanie.
The bigger one. And we don't know where he got out. You know how he crawls through. And he was trying to get back in at a different place that he got out because he was not able to get back in.
Yeah.
We really struggled getting him back in. We had Katie and myself. We had Howie and Rita in their side by side. We had
another neighbor on side by side.
On their side by side.
We had wheelbarrows, we had side-by-sides, we had food.
Yeah, cracked corn.
We had lots of lures. Yeah, it took and it was getting dark out too. So, and he was starting to get kind of stressed out and nervous.
He was stressed out as soon as we got there because they were doing the side-by-side.
Kind of.
Him.
Oh.
And his hairs were up and he was.
Yeah.
Once he saw me, he's like, oh, okay. He started following me, but he wouldn't.
Yeah, we couldn't get him to go back under, and he did cut himself a tiny bit on the barbed wire.
I sprayed him with.
But the red coat.
Red coat, yeah.
So we fixed that problem. Nate fixed that problem last night.
Yeah.
Temporarily.
Right. So we got him back in eventually. It took probably an hour and a half.
It was an ordeal.
And we put the electrified fencing back up so he wouldn't get back out, but that's not where he got out this time. So I'm sitting in bed and I'm like, this is not going to be good because I'm going to get a phone call in the morning or late tonight. It's like, no, I need to move them. I need to get them moved. So I was going to create a temporary paddock space for them, but then I realized
we have one.
We have one, right where the meat birds were before we processed them. That's where their paddock is, right next to that. And I have a little space where the meat birds were that's a tiny paddock.
Yep.
So I was like, I'm just going to move them into that. So I said, hey, Katie, come and help me. And we got the pigs moved across the electrified fence.
Yep.
There's a little bit hesitation there, but wasn't bad.
Yeah, Eenie went right over. Meanie, it took a little bit more.
Yeah, he was still.
I think, he was still a little traumatized from being chased for an hour. But
yeah, so that's where they are now. They're in that little paddock space. I've been giving them lots of water. I gave them tons of food today, so basically free range or free.
Yeah.
What is it called when they can just eat whenever they want to eat? Free choice.
Free choice. Yeah.
And then when they're in that space, before I kind of moved it, which I think we're having a video on that in a couple days. They created a wallow. And so I filled up that wallow with like 10 gallons of water.
Nice. Yeah, I'm looking at them. They're bright red. They're clay filled. Yes. They've had a clay bath.
Yes, several times today.
Yeah, they're very happy, very content. They're laying down. They're probably full as can be.
Oh, I just realized. So we have 2 fly bags in there. Fly trap bags. And
did one of them get it?
Yeah. They broke it apart and it's...
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
That's gonna stink.
I saw them playing with it. I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. And then, so more today. Just small things today because it wasn't really a very productive day. It was really hot. After I did all my chores and kept everybody watered and shaded, I went inside and I rested.
You did.
And, which was nice, but I was like, I need to do something. So we mentioned yesterday that I wanted to get shade cloth for the plants. And I called some local nurseries. Nobody's carrying the shade cloth.
Yeah.
It's really strange. The Agrofab. So I ordered some on Amazon, but meanwhile, I took some window shades, no, not shades, window screen. Some black window screen, and I just put it up because that'll provide a little bit of shade. So put those up, and then also I started a new compost pile.
Nice.
Yeah. And I figured out an idea for expanding on the idea we had yesterday about putting the stock tank underneath the roof of the barn. Our friend recently moved to Tennessee, and they had Tupperware totes, like I think you guys can see that.
The black Rubbermaid.
Yeah, black Rubbermaid.
Winston, buddy, why?
He doesn't like it. They don't like it when you come over.
They make him nervous.
So we have probably 10 or so of those. So I'm going to bring all those over to the barn, and I'm just going to lay them all on the ground underneath where the water would drain, and just have it collect a bunch of water.
And then we can they're easier to move or dip them. Yep, that'll be great.
That'll be good for now, until we get gutters, and then we'll change it.
Yep. And today after work, I prepped some zucchini for the freezer, and I prepped some corn for the freezer. And I did film it, so it'll be in a video at some point. So
we're a little behind on videos.
Little behind on videos, but that's okay. All right.
You want to do your little...
Yeah, you want to experiment? Let's bring you guys closer.
Okay, do you want to explain what we're doing, or right now, and then I'll bring them closer?
Okay. So basically, I thought it would be kind of fun. Normally we have our eggs look, besides color differences, they are almost identical, like size, shape. They're very similar. We've always had really consistent eggs. And then I think it's been about 3 or 4 weeks, so these eggs are a little older. These aren't my eating stock. This was on purpose to do a video. I've just neglected it. We got these 2 ginormous eggs, and I think I posted it.
I'll go ahead and bring them in.
Okay.
I thought you were going. Okay, just continue. Sorry. Just continue.
Oh no, I was just going to talk about the eggs. We got these 2 ginormous ones that we think are our first double yolks. And so far, everything that I've shown you, so here's our regular egg. Here's our double yolk egg. And then these are all from our main free range flock. And then we got what we think is a fairy egg. And this egg is not a first time layer. This is definitely one of our... This is definitely one of our normal hens. I think our youngest is about 7 months now over in our main laying flock. So just wanted to kind of show the difference of, let's see what the big one looks like, what a normal egg looks like, and if this truly is a fairy egg, it should not have a yolk in it. It should just be a white. I've never had a fairy egg before, so this is our first.
What about this one? Did you say this one already?
Not yet.
Oh, I'm cutting line.
Am I going too slow for you?
I don't know.
And then our new layers, our meat birds.
Right now they can just see our hands.
Oh,
We're communicating with their hands.
Oh, I thought they could see my face.
Nope.
Okay, I'll quit looking at you guys then. I was trying to make eye contact.
I think they can see your face. Nope, just the hands.
Okay, so our new egg layers, our meat birds, the ones that we did not process, these are their first eggs. And so as you can see, they're very tiny. So those of you who have had chickens know that when they first start laying, A for effort, and then they get bigger and bigger. But we got this one, and I don't know how well it's gonna come across, but it's flat, it's got wrinkles, it's not soft, but it's a very unique looking egg, and this came also from our meat girls. I don't know why, I'm fascinated by all the different types of eggs, so I thought it'd be really fun to just crack them open and see what we get. So I'm gonna start with a normal egg. This is just our standard, this is one of our olive eggers, and they've got really thick shells, and that's just a normal, very fertilized egg. And then they have the pretty coloring in the inside. Okay, this is what I think is a double yolker. Ooh. Oh, it's old. Ooh. Okay. Well, I'm not sure if that's a double yolker because it's very old. So I think I might have waited too long. And I think this one's gonna be just as bad. Oh, yep, double yolk.
Cool.
Sweet. That's our first official one. I'm gonna toss this one because I don't even,
I'm gonna just go toss it over to the
you're gonna go give it to the
chickens.
Chicky chicks. All right, and then the next one I'm gonna crack is the very first egg that our meat birds started laying. It's so tiny. And then this one is what we think is a fairy egg. Oh, look at how little, it has a tiny, tiny yolk. That's adorable. Oh, it smells so bad.
It does, it smells foul.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Oh, that is so stinky.
That's
the last one, I'm gonna see if you can get the definition, but it's really flat, and then it has like the texture. I don't know if that'll show it, but just almost like it didn't completely form right there on that side.
Kind of see it.
Yeah. So I just wanted to see if this was gonna be any different. I'm guessing it's gonna look really similar to this one. Oops. Yep, pretty normal.
Is it fertilized?
No.
No.
I don't think so. I think that's just it's just the little piece, but. So that was our little egg experiment. I was just really curious. I waited too long for my double yolker. I'm not gonna eat that. Little cleanup.
Yeah. Well, that was fun.
That was exciting.
No. Exciting.
Exciting. I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun.
It was fun.
Curious to see what we would get. But that fairy was disgusting.
It smelled so bad.
It was, and it's weird because it wasn't that old.
No, we found it in a vlog when we were sitting over there by the...
Yeah, I want to say it couldn't have been more than 3 weeks.
Oh, no, definitely not 3 weeks. Maybe, maybe a week, 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's weird. And
it just stinkers.
Something was bad with that one.
Nasty.
It was not okay. So we threw that one out, but gave the dogs each a little snacky snack.
So we decided that, we talked about this yesterday, I think, Friday we're going to process the chickens.
Yep.
We're going to make it a 2-day event. We're going to do the dispatching and the evisceration on Friday morning. let them sit in an ice bath all
overnight,
day, all night, and then in the morning on Saturday, are we gonna part out?
I don't think we're gonna part them.
Oh, then we'll just bag them.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna bag them.
Okay, so it'll just be normal.
Yeah, because the only one I think we might have to part out is Richard.
Oh, okay.
I think he's gonna be too big for the.
He'll be a big.
Yeah,
a big boy.
We had to make a hard decision with Richard. He's been a good rooster for the most part. Like, he's not aggressive. He watches over most of the girls. We know we gave him probably too many girls, but he's so rough on them and he's hurting them really bad. And we just can't have, you know, a rooster that is causing physical harm.
Where there's no feathers on their backs.
Their wings are broken off.
There's giant scars on the back.
Yeah, we'll have to.
The point where State is sleeping by herself.
Yeah, she won't even come near the flock anymore, and he still can find her. So we just made the decision. We want our girls to be healthy and happy, and as sweet as he is. And we thought about rehoming him, but it's kind of the same issue. We don't want to pass that on to somebody else's homestead, so we're just going to go ahead and cull him, and we'll. You know, we don't want to just waste him, so we'll put him in the freezer and use him for something later. Did you get some egg? Is it so good?
Did we not clean up good enough?
He's trying to.
He really likes the eggs.
He really likes eggs. He was trying to grab them. I don't think we caught it on film. I had them in my hands to try to make a thumbnail picture, and he picked one up and tried to take it away. Silly boy. So we'll do that this weekend, and then we have a couple other projects that I think we want to do, and we want to do some filming for some videos that Nate asked about, and you all said you would enjoy. So busy weekend.
Yeah, like usual.
Par norm.
Yeah, per norm. Yep. A couple more days, but tomorrow I'll be busy with preparing for Friday morning chicken processing.
Yeah, and we're doing it Friday because I have the day off, and so we can get up early, like around 5, and make sure that we're all set and everything's ready, and then hopefully finish. I think there's about 7 or 8 birds that we'll end up doing. And so it's not a large number, but Nate'll do the actual dispatch, and then I'll help with getting them cleaned up.
Yep.
So we'll kind of...
This will be your first time helping before they've been defeathered and eviscerated and all that kind of stuff.
Yep. It's a big step for me. I don't talk about it a lot, but because I'm such a animal lover, it's really hard for me, even though I know they're meant for food. It's really, really hard for me to actually do that part of it. And I can distance myself enough, but it's still, like, even now I'm like about to cry. It's just a personal thing for me.
Yeah, I get you. I understand. I mean, I can do the nasty parts, and if you want to just help Saturday morning, you can do that too. Yep.
But I can cook it and I can eat it. Yeah. It's just the actual...
That's one of the things too, is I don't want you to, if you take part in that, and then all of a sudden you're like, nope, I can't eat chicken now.
Yeah.
Because then... Yeah, so I'm going to do it by myself if we need to.
Yep. So it's just been a thing. So I'm slowly working myself towards getting a little bit more normalized to it.
Yeah, it's a thing. There's a lot to it.
Yep.
Not a lot to it, like a lot mentally to it.
Yeah, mentally to get yourself there.
Well,
see, I do have a heart in there.
Yeah, for animals.
For animals, hey. I love you too.
I know you love me. For animals and for your husband.
Yep. It's a pretty small list. No. Of course, my family. But yeah. Cool.
Uh-oh, they're fighting.
It amazes. Yeah. Nope, Kins, you stay. It amazes me how he controls him. No, Kinsley, you come. Good girl. Good girl. It's okay. You're okay. Ouch. He's like, I submit. Back to playing with the toy.
All right, and they're done. So, good times all around.
Yep.
Cooking, non-cooking, eggs,
yep.
Whatever. All right, I think we should wrap it up. Another day's tomorrow.
Yep.
We'll see you then.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Is that what you're doing, Kinsley? Oh, I didn't
like that.
She did not like that.